Okay, well, I don't have to go through the biography because I have only 10 minutes that I prepared for 10 minutes.
No problem.
So I'm Mona Geziri. I'm a psychiatrist, and you guys all know me. Most of
Yes, we
you
do.
know me, and you can read that. So I'm not used to speak to a screen, so you excuse my uh, a little discomfort talking to just my computer screen. I am going to talk about the psychological effects of quarantine on children and their carers. We are living in a very difficult time that no one from this generation have experienced before. The coronavirus is a global enemy that is affecting the world physically and psychologically. Unfortunately, no one knows the real character of this mean virus. So we are in the dark and insecurities for the foreseeable future. Everyone in the world is trying their best to conquer this virus, and at this stage, it's only really trials and errors. I read a review in The Lancet that described quarantine as depriving people of their liberty for the wider good. I really like this description. It also means confinement, loss of usual routine, reducing social and physical contacts with others, which always leads to boredom, frustration, sense of insecurity, isolation from the world. People will experience different symptoms of stress like fear, anxiety, depression, OCD symptoms. These people we see as psychiatrists, we see in our clinic, they become hypervigilant about any physical symptoms they might get. They will have fear and worry about their own health and the health of their loved ones. And they experience sleep problems and eating problems. Um, However, with children, it's another serious something else. Schools and universities have closed. Parents are struggling to keep their kids healthy and occupied. Evidence suggests that when children are out of school, even if it's a weekend or summer holidays, they're physically less active uh, with irregular sleep patterns and less favorable diets. They which results in weight gain and loss of fitness. Such negative effects are worse when children are confined in their home without outdoor activities with other peers or interactions with friends. The psychological effect on children is directly proportionate to the confinement time duration. Uh, with prolonged duration of confinement, of home confinement, stress symptoms become more severe, as fear of infection, frustration, boredom, and fear of getting poor. And this is noticed in the time of the coronavirus because we're all talking about what will happen in the financial world and recession and all that. That increases the child insecurity and may lead, unfortunately, to depression. Parents are often important role models in healthy behavior for their children. Good parenting skills become crucial when children are confined at home. Besides monitoring the child performance and behavior, parents also need to respect their identity and needs. Children are constantly exposed to the news of the pandemic. So have a direct conversation with them will alleviate their anxiety and panic. However, it's not all bad. Home confinement could offer a good opportunity to enhance the interaction and bonding between parents and their children, especially teenagers and older children. So what are the manifestations, the psychiatric manifestations of anxiety and stress in the children? The younger children will have excessive crying, irritability, a lot of regression. They will start wetting their beds after they're clean, temper tantrums, acting out. Generally, this is for the younger kids. Older kids will show worry and sadness, unhealthy eating and sleeping behavior, irritability or acting out behavior in teens, refusal to do schoolwork at home, and that is probably due also to reduced attention and concentration, avoidance activities liked before, like enjoyed in the past, and they will have physical psychosomatic symptoms like headaches and body aches for no medical reason. They might indulge in using alcohol, smoking, or other drugs more. So what to do? That is, I think, the most important for parents to know what to do. And as I mentioned before, it's really trials and errors. And I read a lot of what to do in previous pandemics and what they did in China. And I believe that the most important advice that I give to parents is manage your own anxiety. Your own anxiety is first. This has a big impact on the kids. An anxious parent or neurotic parent has a big impact on the kids. So by managing the anxiety, there is so many venues, but you need to watch out for catastrophic thinking, like assuming that every cough or a sign that you've been infected, or continuing reading worst scenarios on the social media. And when because we sometimes get really anxious and on the verge of panic, at these moments, we have to try to avoid talking about our concerns within earshot of children. So we step away, we go for a shower, we go in the garden, we go for a walk, go to another room until we calm down, and then go back. We need, as parents, to limit consumption of news, which is, I'm sure, very, very difficult because they're all around us. We have all this stupid social media, and we have TVs, and we have people who talk only about the coronavirus. However, we need consciously to make the effort to leave the social the news and share activities with the kids. Watch a stupid movie, a funny movie. Do stuff that will get your mind off the news, even if it is momentary. It's good for our health. What is good for our health as parents is also to stay in touch virtually with family and friends. So maybe what we're doing now, it's good. That is playing a role in regulating the mood and helping us stay grounded. Let also the kids use social media to connect with their peers, even if they're not allowed before. As for our kids, uh, that is also routine. And this is very crucial. We have to keep a routine in place. Uh, like setting and sticking to a regular schedule is the key. Even when we're all at home all day, kids should get up, eat, and go to bed at their normal times. Consistency and structure are coming during time of stress. Kids, especially younger ones, or those who are anxious, benefit from knowing what's going to happen and when. So control of the knowledge is extremely important for kids, young and old. We have to keep kids in the loop. But with younger kids, we have to keep it simple, of course. We talk to the children in clear, reasonable way, explaining to them some facts they're confused about, um, doing our best to reduce their anxiety. And we have to reassure the kids that this will pass and to reassure ourselves as well. Um, I think that is 10 minutes because I have it here. So just to finish, I just want you to do stuff that are known to be good for all of us is hydrate when you are at home, hydrate. Gargle with any gargle from the pharmacy, and if they don't have water and vinegar or salt will be fine, morning and night. Take a vitamin C, and every day 1 gram of vitamin C, and stay at home, and hopefully all that will pass and we will laugh about it. Thank you. I can take questions now.
Thank you very much. I stopped sharing the biography. Any questions? I'll unmute everyone now, or, okay, wait. I think the best way to do this is somebody raise your hand. So, sorry, so I can see on the screen, because if I unmute everyone, it'll be, okay, so anyone wants to ask, okay, Sheikh Abdullah.
Hello.
Yeah, you're on.
Hello, Sheikh Abdullah.
Hi. Long time. It's good to see you all. Let me
it's
turn
great
on
to
the
see you.
video. It's great to see you all. It's I'm here at home as is expected. All of us, we have to try our best to be here. Whoever's in the office, please go back home. Anyway, if you can, I'm not gonna pressure you guys. Anyway, I have a quick comment and something to highlight. I feel that we need to be a bit more conscious on the fact that we need to lessen the usage of watching TV, watching the news in front of children and in front of others, to do for a number of reasons. We need to lessen the anxiety in the household. We need to assure our kids that things are moving forward progressively. We shouldn't be living in a household where there's a lot of alarm and concern. The moment you switch on CNN and watch a development, children were just gonna gravitate to you, and they look at, oh, what's gonna go, what's happening, what's the numbers, I feel like the more that we lessen this information overload in the household, especially when kids are around, it helps in the process.
Absolutely.
You can consume information and it's different times when they're not there, but I think it's best in that sense.
Absolutely.
Just a
Okay, since we have a bit of a gap, let me welcome Janan Habib. It's your birthday today, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Happy
Can you hear me?
birthday, Janan.
Can
Happy
you hear me?
birthday.
to
Happy birthday, Janan.
Ah, thank
Happy
you.
birthday
Mashallah.
to you.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, dear Janan. Happy birthday to you.
happy birthday.
We love
Good
you
Thank
all.
name.
you. Thank you so
Birthday.
much.
Happy birthday from me as well.
Okay,
Thank
thumbs up
you.
from John.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions? Sabahat's going on there, I don't know. Mohammed Khaja. Let me unmute you.
Dr. Ramana, thank you very much. And you've done a wonderful, wonderful job talking to a mic. I really appreciate it for your first time as a state. You've done it
Yeah.
beautifully. And thank you for being our first visual speaker as a Rotary in Bahrain. So shukran, and thank you all for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
That's
for
not a question. Only thank to everybody, and thanks to Faisal especially.
Thank you.
Happy birthday,
Amazing.
Kat and Faisal back.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Sorry I missed a big chunk of the meeting. This is Amal Kuhaji from RCA.
Hello, hi, Amal.
Hi. Hi, Amal.
Hi. Hi, Amal.
I missed the most of the speech. Sorry, I was hoping to catch up, but I had a few things to do because my daughter has tested positive, as many of you know, and she's in the HID facility. And I was particularly wanting to listen to this speech today because I wanted to know what to do with my little one.
You should have missed it.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I was on phone calls with the Ministry of Health, so I had to take up the calls.
It's still reported, I think.
No. She's finished today, alhamdulillah. She tested negative twice.
Mashallah.
They will be releasing her.
Very good news.
But my question was about the alhamdulillah. But my question was about the little one, because we're now, her sister's there in the facility, and we're in strict quarantine in the house. And, with all the virtual schooling and everything, it's been really tiring for the 11-year-old. Now, the one who's in quarantine came back from the UK. She's 18. She's come back from the UK, and that's why she was a positive. I guess she got it from the airport or somewhere. But the little one is very anxious and everything. So I'm trying to do like exercise daily and activities in the house and stuff like that. But that we've been hearing rumors that even like, of course, there's no schools until September. What are the kids going to do? They're really tired. They're very, very tired of just being in the house and not seeing their friends. It's that social interaction that they're missing. So I don't know if that was discussed and I missed it. I'm sorry if I did. But are there any tips for that?
Well, actually, Amal, they need to have virtual meetings like what we're having now, because there is no other. I mean, you can think, you can go back to the before the 80s when there was no social media and stuff, and try all the family to play board games, to go for a walk, to like the things that
we can't walk. We're not allowed to go out.
Well, we kind of can if we're less than 5, like to do some exercise outside your house. But other than that, I think the kids at the moment, they thrive on virtual meetings, so they can talk to each other, and this is really relieving their psychological stress more than you talking to her, because they will be all anxious, and they will be all frustrated and stuff. So they will talk about things, and then they will probably talk about their friends and other stuff. So that is I think very important. And what I said about kids that is extremely important is to keep a routine going. A routine means, for older and younger kids, means that the kids needs to know what they will do the whole day. يعني مثلا they have to wake up, have their meals, they have to do schoolwork if they have to, in hours. So I tell my clients in my clinic to do a schedule and put it on, you know, like in front of them, maybe on the
timetable.
a schedule of a day, and that really reduces also the anxieties and worry, because it just they see that they will feel, yeah, we have things to do, instead of no, we can't do anything.
Of feeling lost, instead of feeling lost.
Exactly. So keep a routine is really paramount. And then also I see Andrew is saying about the e-schooling. Again, you know, like maybe that applies to all the kids for the e-schooling. The only problem is they need to have a control of the knowledge. They need to know that that now they'll sleep, now they will eat, now they will have to do school work.
It's 1 o'clock,
etc. So and that has proven worldwide that it's very calming and reducing the anxiety of the kids.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way, just a quick comment. I'm noticing some businesses providing services virtually for children. So, for example, recently I've heard that there was piano lessons. Incredibly enough, I don't know how, piano lessons virtually. So you could teach your kid piano lessons virtually with a piano teacher. I've heard of some other places where they've done online gym classes for children. You would be surprised. They're popping up. And recently I've just been hearing these companies coming up. Take advantage of them.
Yeah, I think we will start searching for stuff. They've been doing their own stuff. I mean, they do play with each other, you know, different kids together, you know, Roblox, and they've been doing their actually they have their own gym lessons with each other. But still, I feel that social interaction, like face to face, like they can't have people over, even if it's one person. Nobody can come to the house. You know, you can't send anyone to anyone's house. They're gonna miss it a lot if it's till God knows when. You know, we don't know. The thing is, الغموض هذه, you know, the mystery of until when is the killer. That's the killer. There's no time frame.
For all of us, Amal, not only for the kids. That's the problem.
I know.
We have another, I believe, 5 minutes left. So Yusuf Fakhra asked a question earlier. I don't know if you answered it. Suggestions for managing screen time for kids.
To manage what?
Manage
screen time.
Screen time for children during the situation.
Yes, well, this is part of the routine. If the kids have a schedule, this can be in the schedule. From such time to such time, you can have a screen time, and then unfortunately, even they do their homework on the computers. You know, like they get their schoolwork, and they they do their homework on the computer. So unfortunately, it's very hard to manage the screen time. But if they have a structure that should be incorporated, the screen time should be incorporated in it.
Okay, Khalid Turk has a question.
Sure.
Thank you, Doctor, for your speech today. It was really interesting for a lot of us with our families at home, and some of us who are actually at work, like me. What advice do you have for us who are spending time at work, and we have our colleagues also to think about and worry about?
Right. So you are your children home now?
Yes, they are home.
Okay. Okay. So you feel so you're at work, so you don't work virtually. You work in the office.
Yes. Since our
Okay.
work is industrial and it's difficult to, you need to be hands-on instead of doing it virtually, unfortunately.
Yeah, I understand that because I work from the office, but alone with virtual, but from the office because I have to have access to my files. So I understand that, but I think Khalid, you need to do just your best to spend time with the kids. So are you worried about the kids' mental state? I
Absolutely.
mean,
I
like
mean,
feeling that.
they are not going out. Of course, the one who had to return from UK had to be in quarantine for 2 weeks at home, and they have their homeworks. But at the office, what we have done, we have different people in different offices, so they are not all together. The majority are in separate rooms, so they are not in close contact. So social distancing is working well.
Yeah, well, I think that's good. That's good. As for the kids, I'm unfortunately they will have when you and Alex are away are out of the house, they are probably sleeping. But you need to put a structure, even for older kids. It does work. It lessens the anxiety and the confusion and the worries, and make them a little bit more, proactive as much as we can.
Okay.
That's right. I mean, sadly, for some of the teenagers, they're so engaged with their computer games online with their friends, they are having more fun with their friends than with their family. That's the only hiccup of having these gadgets available today.
Yeah, but actually, Khalid, it's good. I mean, at the moment, because we are so limited in what to do, I think anything that will give them fun and pleasure and virtual socialization is good. We have to to reduce a little bit our values with like the normal life. So it's okay.
Khalid, teach them your music talent. You used to be a good drummer, good singer, and actually teach us all. We need it.
We can do a session together.
Inshallah. I will bring my guitar next time and play for you guys online.
Thank you, Habibi. It will be nice.
I have to.
I'll play piano and guitar for you.
Great.
I think screen time is very difficult to control. Their playground is on the screen at the moment. Their social visits and play dates.
We have 5 minutes left, I believe, or could be less because Zoom might cut me off in any minute. So shall I conclude the meeting then? Sabahat? Sorry, Asil, we have to skip your question.
Yes, I just want to say something, Faisal. I am here. Can you hear me? Am I mute or unmute?
No, I unmuted you. Yeah,
you can see you're in a nice jungle.
Okay. First of all, I really appreciated Mona, Doctora, to talk to us. And of course, there are 100 questions, but we know that now we have to stay at home. We live in a compound. Yesterday, I was walking as Doctora suggested. I saw 3 young kids biking, and they actually run away from me. Yani we have another session after this COVID-19, how to get out from this fear symptoms, because children are under the stress of fear of COVID-19.
Yeah.
This could be another stage what we have to come through. I mean, after this, once we are free from this situation. And then secondly, as you mentioned, teenage, when they are really keen on playing with the computers and then the games and this and that, it's not easy to control the time. And then I would like to thank everyone who attended the meeting, and then they celebrate to everybody's birthday, inshallah, once we are out from the cage, and or comfort zone, let's say comfort zone. And some of are actually driving. I can see some of are rejoining from the offices. Thanks, they are still eligible to go to office. And we would like to see you next week, inshallah, with another topic. This is good to carry on, at least as Doctora mentioned to us in the beginning, that we need to communicate virtually, or like writing each other or calling each other. And as Amal gone through this 15 days, I am sure that she has a lot of experience, and that she can talk to us as well. Thank you for